Start this replay in 3, 2, 1. Alright, Classic Metal as always as Bellafide in blue. In the southwest. And Mastastealth as Archimedes in the southeast. So players a little bit closer this time than we've seen in the past. Gonna make for some
there's a lot of
fast
dead
action.
Area in the north side of the map.
Ooh, and right
so
away.
The map is essentially 2/3 smaller, and Mastastealth going for the proxy mill, building a landmine in front of Classic Metal's mall, so the landmine does get taken out. Classic Metal not messing around, builds a mall, builds a turret. Like, I am not getting contained.
Fends it off. Sniper Balloon gonna go up in the corner. Mastastealth's gonna have his cheese one way or the other. Four farm Sniper Balloon with a mine right in front of it. But
Classic Metal has sold his mole, which is something you can do in the current patch. You can sell your moles after building them, so he's opted for a warren instead and built a farm. And Mastastealth building a farm. This is uncommon, but sometimes it happens.
Definitely from the Master of Cheese. Not often wanted to go for a longer economy game. Classic Metal slightly ahead in terms of econ because of that early rush. But Mastastealth does have a Sniper Balloon up in front. Of course, Sniper Balloon's got a little bit of a health hit from 40 down to 30 in the last couple patches. So Classic Metal's not going to have too much trouble. He just has to have enough lizards. And of course, watch out for any landmines down in front. Another one of Mastastealth's favorite tools.
Yeah, Mastastealth securing himself a good map position with this. The only unfortunate thing is that the balloon isn't on high ground. It's on the low ground tile, but he does have mines in front of it. If he just grabs a couple more farms, then game is actually going to evolve into something a bit more standard, depending on how this goes. But he is opting to stay on 5 farms right now and adding on toads, which is going to be great against Classic Metal's pure lizards army right now. Picks off a lizard, and might get this warren actually, because he killed Classic Metal's commander. Oh, no, he has to back out.
Ooh, not quite. Just barely not taking that out. Of course, when your commander dies, it respawns in about 7 seconds, so not a huge deal. It just means you lose control of your army, which can be a problem in a micro-intensive match, but in that particular case, not a huge deal. Because toads are going to do very well against the lizards, but Classic Metal does have moles. Something that I've seen people experiment with in the past is going for lizard mole. Which of course
Classic Metal, he rallied his army forward and then his commander died, but it looks like it was enough. He managed to overrun Mastastealth's army, which is going to take a while to replenish because he's still only on 5 farms.
And of course that Sniper Balloon ensuring that Classic Metal doesn't get to do any more damage. 3 lizards is not enough to take out a new or a full health Sniper Balloon, even with that health nerf. Falcon's going down for Classic Metal though. That's going to do well against those toads. Of course, the toads can't explode into the air. They could at one point, but no longer. They've lost their rocket jetpack.
There have been many iterations of toads and exploding units. I think my favorite one was the flying toads. There were crows that exploded, and they all just instantly exploded because they had basically an attack range of 2. So they would fly at you, swoop down, and everything would die.
That's terrifying.
It's very interesting. Either way, Mastastealth is on 6 farms currently, so he has added on some economy, but he's playing a very slow-paced game in terms of his economy. He might be trying for a push.
Here we go, that first Falcon is out. Of course, those squirrels can hit Falcons. They're great for anti-air. But with 6 toads out on the field, Classic Metal's lizards, which is going to need to keep that Falcon alive and away from those squirrels, those lizards are going to die very quickly once those toads start exploding. Classic Metal...
No, he has a machine gun nest on the low ground, but he has Falcons to give him flying vision, so he should be fine there. Scouting Mastastealth's base, seeing that he is only on 6 farms, Mastastealth adding on a 7th. And an 8th farm, okay. He decides to do that now, after it gets scouted. And Classic Metal adding in some pigeons, has a mole. Probably looking to break out of his contain sooner rather than later.
Yeah, of course. Classic Metal has been ahead in economy for almost this entire game. Actually, this entire game. Building that expansion now is pretty much the place that he can build it. The smartest place to build it. A little bit in front, it'll tank a little bit of damage.
4 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. He will lose some farms, but he has a base right there to refill it. Mastastealth will... You know, he has those 2 farms which he only recently took, so his later game should be okay with his initial farms. And he is opting for ferrets now, so once those get out, the game's going to get hard for Classic Metal.
We got 2 sniper balloons out, and those squirrels, plus that mine down in front, does mean this position is pretty defensible. Maybe not quite enough if Classic Metal decided to go in right now, especially with those falcons, which have a little bit of burst damage.
And Mastastealth squirrels are dangerously in front, so it loses a couple of them.
Ooh, and the mine goes off, and the toads finish the job. All of the lizards are down. 1 balloon gets traded. Last squirrel trying to fire away, but the squirrel and a falcon are going to run away from this fight.
I think this was a good trade for Classic Metal, though, because the balloon did go down, which was giving Mastastealth a good map position. And Mastastealth, unfortunately, had his squirrels a bit too far out in front and couldn't get his toads to kill the lizards fast enough.
Yeah, it looks like in terms of raw army value, it was very heavily in Mastastealth's favor. Those toads did a lot of damage. But of course, Classic Metal ahead on farm is going to be able to replace his units very quickly. That sniper balloon is still firing. 1 falcon's taken down. The last falcon gets tacked once. It escapes with its life.
Classic Metal's commander unfortunately got taken out. And now the Ferret is just going to start sieging away at the Warrens from this high ground. And Classic Metal is on a timer now. He has to somehow get enough army to break Mastastealth.
But
he loses all of his lizards.
Amazing toad hits. Just toad hit after toad hit. And now this Ferret is going to start picking away at the expansion of Classic Metal, which he needs. Classic Metal is going to go down to just 3 farms, and those farms are going to farm out very soon. You can see there's only 1 piece of wheat left on those farms. Going to die very quickly.
Just slowly pushing his way through. He does have a falcon out, and it is not dying just yet. Oh, but the squirrel is on 1 HP. So Mastastealth is still slowly but surely sieging away. But with that falcon coming in, he has to retreat.
Classic Metal, I don't know if there's a way he can come back from this. I mean, he's got 2 falcons on the field, actually. He's got those 2 farms up. He's going to have to build more farms soon if he wants to stay in the game, but Mastastealth's only on 3 farms.
He has enough falcons to push this small army back. Mastastealth sold his toads because Classic Metal currently does not have any lizards. So both players readjusting, changing up their army style. Mastastealth realizing that he's probably ahead, so he's going to grab a mill. And he has the sniper balloon to just fend off these falcons. But Classic Metal's going around the south side of the map, looks like.
Ooh, sneaky, deciding maybe against it. He's only got that 1...
he has to be careful.
Yeah, that 1 mill left. Ooh, no, those ferrets are going to start picking away. The squirrel's trying to fend off the falcons as much as possible. 1 falcon is down, but the falcons take away the last ferret just in time. That mill down to maybe 10 health. 2 more ferret shots would have done it. That would have been the game. As it is, 3 falcons surviving. Classic Metal only on 1 farm. Mastastealth on 4.
He's trying to dodge around the sniper balloon, probably trying to take out the mill for Mastastealth here. Mastastealth has expanded already.
And he might be able to do it. Classic Metal going to take out this mill. But Mastastealth
going for the base race, looks like.
We'll see who goes faster, if it's going to be the 5 squirrels, and that mill hasn't regenerated any health.
Got this.
The Mastastealth wins!
Those ferret hits early on, securing enough